St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Well, this place is ready. We'll be right back to get this series started in just a minute. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
All right, the stage is set for what should be a really good game one as this series gets underway. Introductions wrapping up down on the field. And first pitch just minutes away. Just about to get started. And today on the hill, the man Thomas.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Cruz makes the grab, 1 down. And now the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. One of the best in the game against right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, that's another story. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball 1. Singy, is this more common today? Guys really only succeeding against pitchers throwing from a specific side?
I think it's because you just don't get a very long trial period anymore. I mean, with the analytics and the numbers, teams are looking for instant success with the lineups that they construct. So if you don't figure it out quickly against certain types of pitchers, you're just not going to get those opportunities.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Caught him looking for the K.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
And now Carmen Vega-Ramos. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Vega-Ramos with a homer in his last game. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Off the mark there. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. On the ground, right side, and foul ball.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit no score. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. One out. Runner at second. Thomas digs in now. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Out of here. He sends one out the opposite way. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Game 1 of the division series. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ellie De La Cruz. Thomas back to work. Foul ball. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. That one catches the zone, and the count is 0-2.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Fernando Rodriguez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Thomas, a multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seamer, a sinker, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump, and there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. The one thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Lars Nootbaar now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Late on that fastball.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Ground ball right side. Throws to first. St. Louis goes down in order. No run. And at first, one away. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The throw to third. In there safely. Runners in the corners here, one away. Connor Norby steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Got him. And there's two away.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
And he deals. And it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike three. No runs, a hit, two left. We play back here in L.A. on to the third inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, number 84. Up and in, and it's 1-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and that is strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen rope. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
Inside at 100, and that's ball one.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Struck him out looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And here is Billy Hartnett. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is foul back. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 9. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and now the DH, Henry Bourbon. On the inside corner for a strike.
You know, these Cards just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Shanoel in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. He swings and fouls one off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Here's a 2-2. Just missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. No outs, runner on second. On a line, base hit. Arrives around third. He will score, and it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5. Connor Norby getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Move to first. To second, and he's out.
You're out.
Game 1 of the division series. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Thomas back to work. And that's through there for a strike. De La Cruz was named Player of the Month recently, and that's not the first time that's happened this year. Late on that fastball.
When you're winning Player of the Month more than once in the same season, you might be earning some other awards in the offseason. I think he's set up pretty well in the MVP race.
Got him swinging.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now at the plate, Lars Nootbaar. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. First offering, and it just misses.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in Game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Cut on and lifted in the air. DePaula. One away. Scott McGee next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
One down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Hartnett at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Henry Bourbon. And first offering is fouled off. Thomas winds and deals. There's a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
And a swing and a miss. That's hit number 15 in the ball game. He's really dealing. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Shotwell, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Hard hit left side. Sends it across to first. And a couple of quick outs. Two outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Carmen Vega-Ramos. 0 for 2 in this one. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. That one in triple digits.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Hit in the air out to center field. DePaula squeezes it, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, and now the DH, the man Thomas. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base slugging too. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Tries to get back and save. Connor Norton will hit next. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. And they tag him out. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. Way out front for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he gets yet another strikeout. 16 so far.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the late stages of game 1.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
And strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Chop to first, and that's a foul ball. The Dodgers leading by 5 here in game 1 of the NLDS. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Stays alive. One down, base is empty. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That's in there. It's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 8th. And that one fouled off. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day. So now back here in L.A., all set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, number 84. Thomas back to work. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
0-2 now. Back to the dugout after watching 103 go by. Not much you can do against that pitch.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Next to hit, Scott McGee. That's a little high.
Well, you can't ask for a better start to this series if you're the home team. You've got the lead. Your starter's still on the mound. There's a chance he finishes this thing.
1 out, base is empty.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Just misses with that one.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this picture in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Foul off, and they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Fights it off, you'll see another. Now he steps off to reset. And looks like he wants the signs again as he steps off the rubber. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Swing and a miss. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And this is it. 1 out away from perfection. That clips the corner. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. So again, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Thomas, 1 strike away from securing game 1. Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what his teammates and even he felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game, and it'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.
So singing as the numbers.